What's good, guys? This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Today I'm going to share a video. I had a conversation with two fine gentlemen, Frames and Ryan Troy. They both have respected YouTube channels, and today we got together. We talked about Nikon's future, where they're headed, what they're doing wrong. We also had other conversations, went off on our little tangents here and there, you know how it goes. But I'll share the video, the Zoom call we had. We had a great time, and this is first of many. And by the way, there are two other segments on their YouTube channels. I'll put the link in the description below. But check it out, we had a good time. I'll roll the clip right now. Rock and roll. What's good, guys? This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Today, I got a special treat for all you guys. We got Ryan Troy and we got Maniac Frames. Frames YouTube channel and Ryan Troy. Pleasure to have you gentlemen here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you, Vahagan.
And today we're going to talk about Nikon and our thoughts on where the company's headed, where the company is at now, and what they should be doing and not be doing in the future. I'll put the description below. You find these gentlemen. They have awesome YouTube channels. Ryan Troy, amazing photographer, creative. Frames. I met you, like 8 months ago? You hit me up.
Yeah, exactly.
You asked me to do something, and finally we, and then Ryan, he hit me up or I hit you up. I don't remember. But then, we hooked up somehow and we're doing this right now. And I'm very excited to have you guys both here. And link in the description below, the YouTube channels of Frames and Ryan Troy. So let's get started. Nikon, where's Nikon headed? Where are they now and what they should be doing in the future? And a few things that they're not doing that they should be doing, right? So obviously we have the Z9 coming up. We're all excited about that. But a few things that, I'll let Frames start us off here. What if you were to sit down with the execs of Nikon? You had a 2-hour meeting and it was just Frames and whoever the head is over there. What would your key points be? You had 30 minutes to just let them know what they should be doing for the future and what they're doing wrong.
It's a lovely way to put this question. So look, a little bit about my background. I have been doing brand and advertising strategy for more than a decade now, for almost 13 years, right? So because of that, I have often looked at a brand and a company and seen where are they going, right? I often see how they lose track. I often see what are they trying to do 5 years down the line or 2 years down the line. So I think even before I go and talk to you about, let's say, a Nikon executive, I think what I'm sure about is that a lot of things are in the making for a long time now. Since we kind of understand, we are at this consumer end, we kind of understand what you want from cameras. We see the landscape of this industry change. There are a few things that comes to mind. My first thing is, well, we know that Nikon has spoken a lot about targeting the upper echelon of the of the market, as in the upper layer of the market, right? So they've said that we're going to sell to hobbyists and enthusiasts and professionals, and we're going to sell premium products. So far, first question is that what allows them to command that premium? That's a very basic and fundamental question. You're saying that I'm going to target the guys who are willing to pay more for my camera. The question is, or my products, why should they pay? So the point of difference today becomes very important. And I think if you look at Nikon right now, the point of difference for Nikon has always been reliability, durability of the products. They're first and foremost, they're an engineering company. They're not probably a software company. They're an imaging and engineering company. So reliability of how the things are made, that part they do very well. But they've been doing that for a long time. Why should I pay premium? tomorrow in 2022, 23, 24? Second question is, are you going to completely vacate the entry level market? Because that's a huge market. You still have to compete with the iPhone 12. Why can't we give them something fantastic to shoot with within $800 to $1,000? And that should do what everything that they're doing with the iPhone. It's just not for shooting. It's for entry level filmmaking.
Are you talking about, when you say entry level, are you talking about something that costs around that price? Are you talking?
Yeah.
I think the Z50 and the ZFC cameras, to me, it's a great camera for travel and for consumer. It's interchangeable lens camera, but I think that's a good entry level to start from. No, right? Would you agree?
I think they're a bit too niche. The ZSC is a bit too niche, is what I feel.
Okay, the Z50.
Z50 is great.
Yeah.
I think the Z5 is. I think the Z5 is a good entry level as well if you know you want to do photography.
Well, here's the thing with the Z5. I mean, here's the thing with that is that it's a full frame. So when you're talking full frame, you're talking more expensive lenses.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking for the average entry level user that just on occasion takes his camera out on vacation, goes to the zoo or whatnot. I don't think he's going to want to spend full frame money. So he wants a kit lens. He wants, he doesn't really care about full frame or crop. I think that's my opinion. I think that's a good entry level. Frames was talking about entry level. I think they're doing a really good job with entry level. When I think Nikon, I think glass. They have 100 years of tradition, over 100 years of photography, lens making. They have a cherished history that no other manufacturer has. Right now, if you were to ask me, and if you were to go back, Nikon has the best history ever. They've been making imagery products for a long time. So I think glass, I think the quality of the glass is, in my opinion, amazing. That's why I use Nikon.
What are the things that they do all right, or they do great? I said the build quality, the engineering of their products, the durability, those things are, the reliability, those things are fantastic. But yes, lenses, right? And that's one great thing. So we've got to move forward. So I want to see more small lenses coming out from Nikon, not just a couple, not just 140mm and 128mm. I want more smaller sized, probably more affordable lenses.
Yeah, and you will get that. But right now, I think, look, let's talk about the elephant in the room with Nikon. The elephant in the room is eye autofocus, tracking. That's what everybody's talking about on YouTube. How well Sony's doing. I mean, I saw a clip of a Sony camera. Okay, and I'm being honest with you. It's just, you see the box on the guy's eye, and it's just like, the thing is following like crazy, like without even flickering. The thing, have you seen that, Ryan?
I've seen it.
The follow focus is just amazing. I mean, I think the Z9 will be a revolutionary camera. I think the Z9 will have that tracking, just like those top Sony cameras, just like the Canon do.
But the Z6II and the Z7II
do that.
Yeah, that's what
they do it.
The Z7II and the Z6II, it tracks like crazy and from a far distance. Because I had a Z6 as well, and it's a big difference between. A lot of people make it seem like it's a small difference going from a Z6 to a Z6II. That autofocus is a huge difference. It's like a 2.5 distance. You know what I mean? Like it's there.
It does a good job, and it's much improved. But have you seen that A1 track? I haven't used it. I'm not talking. See, this is what I love Nikon glass. I don't like I'm not a big fan of Sony lenses. I'm not a big fan of Sony handle. When you hold the camera, I'm not a big fan of the way the handling of the Sony.
Right.
When I hold a Sony, it doesn't feel right. This is why the first thing I look at when I pick up a camera is, how does it feel in my hand? I don't care if it has a gazillion megapixels. If it's uncomfortable to hold and use, I don't want it.
Right.
I'm okay with the Z7II. I'm all right with the Z6II. They're great cameras. much more than what I need. I don't even use eye tracking when I'm doing professional work because I can't rely on it yet. Right.
Yeah.
So I can't rely on that technology yet because the clients are paying me. I can't have a bride walking down the aisle. Oh, I have it on eye autofocus. But when I go review the images, they're all out of focus. It's too late. So Ryan, I mean, same question to you right now.
Yeah.
If you were 30 minutes into a meeting as a professional photographer and as an avid user of our Nikon cameras, what would you like us to improve on?
That's a good question. I heard you ask that, and it actually settled in with me a little different. Because personally, I love Nikon, and I feel Nikon is doing amazing things. I think they had a really good point. Now, as we spoke in the last video, I want a cinema camera. I want that. I want wider, affordable glass for video reasons as well. So I want to be able to stick my hand out and, vlog. I want lenses like that, and Canon have a lot of those, especially even with the.
I want a professional camera that flips the dang screen, man. I want to see the screen.
Yeah, like I want a space for content creators, and the biggest thing is I want you to focus on content creators. I want back in the day, we had television, we had commercials that got ran on television. You knew you can get this actor or you can get this person, you could run an ad, you could put them on a billboard. Well, now mostly everybody spends their time on YouTube. It's the second largest search engine out there. You should be getting your cameras, you should be getting your name there. They do phenomenal on their cameras. I can't say anything bad about it, but they just don't advertise in the right place to let people know what their brand is. They're
getting
not
celebrities
huh?
Getting celebrities.
Like
that's a very important point, Ryan, that you're making there. Nikon should talk more. I mean, they don't communicate. I don't think they communicate effectively.
Man, it's like they announced something, right? And then what's the second news? Oh, we have a shortage. Like, come on, man. If you do have
or
a
they
shortage,
disappear.
no, you have a shortage, right? Don't say it. Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Get influencers, get real people with real names to use your products.
Sony had a camp they did. I think they still do it, all right? Where they bring all of their creators out to their camp, and then they're all these YouTubers. They shoot these videos all together. Now you see your favorite YouTubers all in one place. Like, they make you feel like you are a part of something. Nikon has to do the same thing. I feel like that's where they're messing up. You have I'm sorry, but I'm gonna name some. You have Jessica Cabesi.
Oh yeah,
huge.
And all she shoots is
and all she shoots is Canon.
Hey, she's I like her personality.
And the thing about her too is she don't even just attract photographers. She attracts just people like her personality. So now, you know what I mean? So if you ever thought, I want to pick a camera up, and you watch Jessica, you're going to pick up a Canon. That's what you're going to pick up, because that's what you have the Irene. I can't pronounce her last name, but Irene, she has a lot of subscribers. Canon, she's with Canon. Anita, nothing but Canon. And
Vanessa Joy, I like.
Yeah, and Vanessa Joy, that's another one. Like, hey, Vanessa, she's huge. Good job. She's been growing a lot too. Like, this 2020 was a great year for her, and this is as well. And they embrace that, and when you have that, and when you have these people with these great personalities and people that the watchers fall in love with, they're gonna go to those cameras. Nikon has to realize that part, where it's like, you got to jump on with some of these content creators that have a fan base. It will only push your brand out and make more positive headlines about your brand.
Yeah,
it's so easy to.
So you got that, Jessica, if you're watching, Jessica K, right? Cabesi.
Yeah, Jessica Cabesi.
I like her. I've seen some of her work. She does a lot of models and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
if you're watching this, Jessica, we'd love to have you on this show podcast.
Yeah.
We'd love to sit down, all three of us, and just talk with you and just pick your brain a little bit. I know I like her because she's just very like straightforward and like simple.
Right.
She doesn't act too much. She just says, "Oh, she says how
Yeah.
she feels."
She
I'm
got
not
a great
critiquing her
personality.
photography.
Spontaneous.
I'm not critiquing her photography. I haven't really studied it, but yeah, we'd love to have you. So I think Ryan should send you an email.
Yeah, we only like 3 hours away too. I actually,
man.
do you know Robert Hall? Y'all know Robert Hall? He does a lot of videos for Godox videos and stuff like that. He's in the Detroit area. Vanessa Joy, speaking of hers, you know, she does a lot of old challenges with
Jared Polin.
yeah,
That's
she
how I
did
found
one
out
with him,
Your
and she
favorite
did
dude,
one
Jared
with
Polin, Frames.
Robert Hall as well. So
Hey, Frames, your best friend.
You're going to cut this out. You're going to
Look
You're
how
going to
fast that
edit this.
autofocus is. Look how fast that was going from his hand,
Wait.
from his eye to his hand.
Yeah. So yeah,
But yeah, that's what I would change for Nikon. I would just tell them, keep creating what you're making. Give me a cinema camera or a camera that does at least 10-bit internally. At least 10-bit internally.
So you're touching on video. You want video stuff to improve.
Yeah. Well, I just want one camera for video. Yeah. I think they nailed everything else. They gave us a nice Z50. They gave us the ZFC, which is great. They gave us a Z5 for people that's trying to get in the full frame, Z6, Z7 perfect, Z9. I don't know what else you can ask for a how many mirrorless Canons are available right now?
You know what I want to ask for? I can ask for an DSLR upgrade. Keep that going, baby. Keep that going. D880. Come on.
I don't want them to focus on DSLRs anymore. Because I think it's a Nikon. I'll tell you why. Because Nikon is a small company, right? And their other businesses are not very big, so they'll have a small set of people to work on things. So they need to focus. Look, like salute to the past. Salute to the past. Okay.
He says salute to the past.
There's your film camera. All right.
But
we got our film camera. Where's your film camera, Frames?
I don't know. He's got a film camera too. I don't have a film camera. My dad has a film camera, so I don't. And So, but look, I think I'll tell you what. Look, I think it is important for Nikon to focus.
You have to focus on advertising.
Yes.
They have to focus on communicating effectively, definitely. And I think what the points Ryan made was fantastic. Reach out to these people, help. In fact, figure out a few people and help those people grow. They're going to be always loving you back. Right?
Yes.
That's how those channels, when they started off, some started on Sony, some started on Canon. Peter McKinnon started on Canon, for example, right? So those channels have grown. If you look at Matt Granger, for example, like for a year or so he was thinking, what should I go with? What should I go? Then he came back to Nikon, and look, Nikon in a way helped him grow as a person, as a professional, right?
Wait, he switched to Sony or what?
No, he was going to switch it. You thought he was going to switch, and then he gave a big reveal, and because he sold all of his F-glass. And
he said why he didn't switch to Sony.
Yeah, he ended up coming to mirrorless and just said, I want all my lenses to be
back to Nikon.
He never left Nikon. He sold all his glass and he made a video as if he was going to leave. And then he did a reveal on where he was going, and it was to mirrorless, basically.
So I'll tell you one very interesting comment he made he said why he didn't go for Sony, and he said that the atmosphere is something that he didn't like, the constant competitiveness for no reason, the kind of he didn't feel that there was positivity in the community, and he mentioned that, and I've seen that it can get toxic at times.
What community? Are you talking about the YouTubers and the comments?
Yes, YouTubers, but also he said quite a few of the Sony users, the way they approach, they're always trying to put the other guy down, whoever is using Canon or a Nikon. That has happened. That is his personal experience, and says, look, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
I get
look,
that from
it's such
from Sony shooters though. I definitely do.
Hey,
So look,
you know what? It's part of it, man. I love just going through the forums. I don't really visit DP review anymore, but when I used to, before the YouTube, I'd go to the forums and people would fight on there all the time. Oh, you suck. You're a bad photographer. This, that. You don't know what you're saying. So a newbie would come on, they'd make fun of them, right? So it's like, I think it's constructive in a way. I'd miss it if it went away. But but if you're bashing Nikon because you think you have a Canon R5 and you're just bashing the hell out of it, that's wrong. But yeah, to your point, yeah, that's I like that kind of stuff. It's when you read the forums, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. As long as you're not making
Canon versus Nikon. Oh, those days was great.
That's the battle, man.
But at that time, we both knew both brands were solidified, though. You know what I mean? Like Canon, Nikon back in the day before Sony jumped in. Those were great fights. Those was great.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say this about Sony, and I'm not gonna say anything else about them. I don't like the grip. I don't like the way it handles. I don't care if it does 100 frames per second and it tracks your scalp or your hair on your head. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't feel right to me.
Right.
In the future they might change, they might get something better, but they're dominating video. Like every videographer I see on the gigs, all they got is Sony. Not even Canon anymore. Canon's become extinct all of a sudden. They used to have 5D Mark IVs. All the videographers on jobs used to shoot 5D Mark IVs or 5D Mark IIIs. All you see is A7s now, A7S, A7R. So, yeah.
Because they have another. Oh, okay, right. So what should Nikon do? There's one more thing, right? In terms of Nikon's future, I think they should try and open up to the third-party lens manufacturers. I think it's time.
Yep, I agree with that 1,000%. Sigma, I'm waiting for a Sigma Z lens that autofocus silently.
Autofocus, right?
Yeah, silently.
They have a few of those.
Part is important.
Vitroxes, right?
Yeah, they're doing it. Viltrox is doing a good job, but I think we need Tamron to come in. I mean, Tamron has made fantastic lenses before for Nikon. Sigma is there. There's some specialty Sigma lenses right now. The recent 28 to 70. 28 to 70, 70, yes, 20 to 70. That was it's such a small compact lens for Sony. We want that for Nikon, right? Yes. I mean, we need to see how large the Z mount base becomes by the end of the year, because those companies need to see a large market also to see some merit in coming in for making lenses for the Z mount. So that's why the market share game is very important.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of people using Canon, they will make lenses for Canon.
One other thing I want them to do is when I use F-mount lenses, right, I know pretty much what they're capable of. That's why people love the F-mount lenses. I don't know about Ryan. You guys own a DSLRs, right?
Yeah.
So, I love some of those F-mount glass, and the character of a 35 1.4, and I do have a video on this where I compare the 35 1.4 G lens to a 1.8 S Z lens. Yeah, it's sharper. The Z lens is sharp, corner to corner, blows the G lens away. But the character of the 1.4 G lens, it's just that the image, it's hard to explain, right? So
I got rid of all my F-mount lenses. I got one more left back there on that table right there. That's my last one.
And another thing, if you're not using it, that's fine. There's no point in you having it,
Yeah. Well, I upgraded all mine. I have let me try to grab this right quick. This is my last one, and it is a Sigma 105 macro. When I get that MC, I'm getting rid of this. It's just, this is heavy too. I'm picking it up. Man, this is heavy. I don't know. I'm invested at this point.
Yeah. No, there's no point. I mean, frames. You do have
the other very important thing that's it's going to be very important for Nikon. They should probably look at a different design for the FTZ adapter.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're
Oh,
changing
my God.
lenses on ground, and if you
Oh,
love the F lenses, right?
dude. Yeah, that.
Look
I
at
mean,
Vagan.
Roy doesn't have the problem because Ryan doesn't have this problem because he has Z mount glass. But
Yeah, I got all Z
I,
glass.
yeah, but I do. I mix and match. So like I have to unscrew it, put the FTZ adapter. You know, it's a pain in the butt.
They gave us
Yeah.
FTZ Mark II.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without the bump.
Well, just to be able to autofocus all of like the D lens and stuff like, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
like that. You're talking. Oh, okay. Now you're talking.
Yeah, imagine if they gave us that. Now it makes all of your old glass really still valuable as well, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Wishful
I
thinking.
don't think it will either, but it will be nice.
Yeah, they get rid of that bump tripod collar
I mean,
problem.
look, they have got to sell lenses, right? Look at the number of D lenses out there. I mean, all you have got to do is go and buy a second used old lens. It's going to come in very cheap, and then get the adapter. Right?
Yeah.
They can probably do it and make the adapter very expensive.
You know, there's an adapter out there that's like that, right? I think Matt Irwin reviewed it on his channel where you could make one of the old lenses autofocus.
Yeah, no. I think he was using a Sony lens and he was
This
adapting
wasn't,
that to.
no, that's his recent video. This was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe like 8 months ago.
Hey, you guys ready for the wind tunnel test?
Yeah, blow it. Did it pass?
This is for frames.
Well, you forgot the sniff test.
So you're going to cut it out, right? You're going to
No.
edit this thing out. Right? No.
Why?
Oh shit.
Why? Shit. Come on, we enjoy content creators.
Yeah.
No matter how.
Yeah, but I never. My thing is that's great. Okay, but I where's the tunnel?
What? The funnel?
He said the
Where's
tunnel.
the tunnel,
Where's the
dude?
tunnel?
The tunnel. Oh, the wind tunnel. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what the point of sniffing a camera is.
I don't either.
Hey, but I gotta give him credit. Man. He's a great marketer. You know,
I think he's a fantastic entertainer.
Look, you gotta give him his props. I mean, come on. I like that Dear Nikon video he put out.
You say you like that?
I like.
I like the first half of it until it went to the end of it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Look, I thought I'm going to make a dear Sony video or maybe a dear Poland video.
No, I really like the production value.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a Dear His Name video. But the thing that's crazy is I actually chose Nikon because of him.
Yeah,
I've only been doing
Nikon
photography.
shooter.
Yeah, I only been doing photography since 09.
I don't believe that.
No, I've been doing photography since 09, right? And I used to watch his channel faithfully. And he used to give photos for you to edit and then submit. And I would literally every week get his photos, go on Lightroom, edit, and I end up going on eBay and I bought a D90 because I knew that I wanted a Nikon because that's all he shot. I watched his channel faithfully. I still watch his channel. Yeah. I just and the part that's crazy, I don't know if y'all know Ken Rockwell. Y'all know Ken Rockwell?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The reason why I don't feel bad right now because of, how we or some people feel about him is if you see the videos he made name dropping Ken Rockwell because of his I Shoot Raw versus JPEG, he called the man an idiot. He called this man everything in the book. So it's like you know what I mean? They both did the same thing. It's
he had wars with Northrops.
Yep, he had
a guy, he had a partner in the beginning. You know that, right?
Yeah, the big guy.
He let him
Look,
know.
we shouldn't be we shouldn't be criticizing someone so much.
No. Let me tell you something about.
But I want to say something here. Okay,
but say it after. Let me just tell you one thing.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you one thing about Jared. Keep your thought. Don't lose your thought. Jared, I like your work. Some people say he's not a photographer.
Ryan said that you can't define it these things. So he is a photographer.
He's a photographer. He knows his stuff.
Yeah, that's what makes him a good photographer. He knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff. The only issue I have is the bashing moments. Like Frames video. Frames video put out a video talking about Jared's Z6 focus video. check that out. The link is in the above. Very interesting video, friends. Very entertaining. Look, yeah, the guy is I got to give him major props. You know, he's entertaining, but the bashing, the Nikon this, Nikon sucks, this, that, and the little video inserts that he does every second that just annoys me. But yeah, by the way, just for my viewers to know, Frames, you're from India.
Yeah.
What part of India?
This is New Delhi.
New Delhi.
Capital of India.
Oh man, you got interesting things to shoot there. And Ryan,
yeah,
why don't you tell my viewers kind of where you're from?
Well, I'm currently in Columbus, Ohio. I started my photography with the last 10 years. I lived in New York City, and I was raised in Florida. So I'm kind of like all over the place. But right now, I'm currently in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, sounds good. All right, go for it, Frame. Sorry for cutting you off.
Just when you started talking about that he's a good photographer, I think Ryan, you were on a point. So I said that look, we shouldn't be criticizing someone so much, right? I agree. I completely agree. Look, we have no right, but
yeah, I mean it's all fun.
I have seen one thing that I absolutely do not like. When Jay talks about it for the last more than a year now. Well, it's one thing to say that Nikon you should improve on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. It is another thing to say that most Nikon users are old. I think there are old users for all brands. And then he goes on to say some other things, and that sounds very ageist to me. That sounds very ageist to me. I do not think you can appear a group of people uncool. I think old people are very cool, right?
I think he made a video.
No, look, I can't take that. That's not done. That's not done.
I think your video made him do that Dear Nikon video. I'm honest.
Did y'all see the Sam Newton
Maybe
shoots on Nikon video?
Yeah.
No, you made him make that video, guaranteed. Because when at the end when he's like,
because
don't get me wrong, Nikon, I don't hate Nikon. I think you're the person that influenced that video.
But those are some of those things that I don't like, because I think maybe he's just trying to be entertaining and appealing and cool. But in the process, you don't just put on other people, because there are some real people who are probably in their 60s or in their 50s, and they don't feel so good about it. I'm not saying being too sensitive. I think it's nice not to do that.
Look, I'll say this and we'll leave it at that. I give him his props. He's a good businessman. He's a good photographer. Stop the bashing, stop the cuts in your videos. But if I meet you one day, Jared, I'll say hello. I'll tell you, you influenced me too. You influenced me. He has his shit together. He has his stuff together. And rock and roll, more power to you. Keep it going. Who cares what Frame says or anybody? I'm just kidding. Hey, Frames, listen. Same thing. You guys know Jason Lanier? You guys heard of Jason?
Yeah.
Ryan, your video.
Fantastic.
It keeps going.
Jason Lanier, yeah.
You guys heard of Jason Lanier, right?
Yeah.
Sony guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still with them, but he's a great photographer. He's one of the best Sony. What do they call him now? Ambassadors.
Sony ambassador. Like that.
Yeah. He's a great guy and a great photographer. So he had a beef with the angry photographer. And I don't know if you watched these videos where they actually met up. It escalated so much that they actually met up. And they did a video together.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, but let's stick to the point. Sorry, guys. We go off on our tangents here, but it's fun to talk about. This is our first time that we've talked actually as a collective group. Big fan of these guys' channels. So this is why.
Okay, now to come back to what I think where Nikon is going. So, just to wrap it up, what are the key points? And we spoke about how Nikon should, I said that Nikon should address they should talk about it. They should get a clear differentiator for the top end, and they should see how they can make the entry level segment more interesting. And Vagan and Ryan, you guys talked about how Nikon should speak more, communicate more efficiently, more effectively. So I think those are very important things. At the same time, I also think that Nikon should not let go of the things they do really well. lenses, right? They should be very mindful of the legacy. And if the market wants to use the f mount lenses, they should get a better adapter out. And don't worry about okay, yeah, you know what, they're not going to buy my lenses, the Z mount lenses. Eventually they'll buy more cameras, they're going to buy more Z cameras, and when a better Z lens comes out, they will buy that better Z lens. But for now, it is important that Nikon supports this market. That's very important.
And Ryan, your final thoughts on Nikon?
I think we touched everything pretty good. Just focus on content creators. And like you said, you will help them grow. And like when you help somebody grow, they're going to always be appreciative towards your company. So
yeah, and
focus on content creators.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Just to close on this video, Nikon, give other photographers, other creators, send them products to review. Go for it. What's the worst thing that could happen? You don't like the review, that's fine. But you're going to have honest opinions here on all three of our channels. So it's really good that us three, we're kind of like, we love Nikon, but we love photography more. So in the future, as I see our channels growing, our videos growing, high five to all of you guys. So Nikon's in good shape. Nikon will be there. There's no Nikon is dead. Like that video you made the other day when you started with the Northrup saying Apple should buy Nikon, and that was funny.
Look where it's going. It's not clever. Nikon is not going anywhere.
That was clever. That was clever. Good job on that. Anyway, Nikon's not going anywhere. Don't worry about that. Nikon is great. They have a big history. They're too big to fail, basically.
Right.
And there's too many users out there. I love Nikon because when they come out with the camera, they come out with an awesome product.
Yes.
They don't half-ass their stuff. They don't half-ass it.
Correct.
The lenses come out. The lenses are amazing lenses. There's not one lens I could think of that I have that's like sucks. All the lenses work well, and when they come out with the Z7, Z6, it was a great, one card slot, fine. Not a deal breaker because XQD cards are amazing. They don't fail at as much, although they could improve on the housing. But yeah, Nikon's great. Nikon's not going anywhere. I think in the future, Ryan said it, video should be their concern. They already have lenses. They already have the lens thing down. We need video to be stronger. So anyway, I completely agree. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me in this chat. I had a great time. If you want to follow these guys, if you want to follow Ryan Troy on YouTube, and then if you want to follow Frames right here, go ahead and do so. I'll put the link in the description below on their channels. They make amazing content. I'm a big fan of you guys. And, all I could say is rock and roll.
And do not forget to watch the other two parts of this series.
Definitely.
And the links will be in the description.
Yes, I'll put the link in the description of the other two parts. And this is just the beginning, guys. This is our first conversation. I had a great time meeting you guys. And for those of you who think that, we're friends now. We just met. This is our first time actually. We're big fans.
This is the first conversation.
Yeah. So first time. And
it doesn't feel
natural.
Like that.
I mean, when I listen to Ryan's videos, he's such a smooth talker. I'm thinking, this guy is like easy, like easy talker. He makes things so simple to understand. And he's a photographer. And by the way, Ryan, awesome fire video. Yeah, those pans that you did, those pans, how'd you we'll talk about that. We'll make a video on that. But I love those pans. And there was just the lighting that the side flash and the fire, the combination of the subject to the fire to the flash. Man, you're busy. I see you all the time out there. So I want to give you props on that video. And Frames, what can I say, man? You're the opposite personality of Ryan. But I like you.
I want to do a video with you talking about your experience of wedding photography and how you've covered weddings for many different cultures. I know that it's not just one type of couples. I want to kind of hear those stories. It sounds very interesting to me.
Yes.
So we'll do one thing on that.
Yeah. I have many stories, and Ryan has many clients. Every day you seem like you have photo shoots, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been busy
Models,
lately.
Beautiful girls and this and that. And yeah, good videos, bro. Good videos. Anyway, guys, major props, rock and roll. You guys are great. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
We'll catch you on the next video. This is Vahagraphy. That's Ryan Troy. And that's Frames. We'll catch you on the next video. You ready,
Rock and
guys?
roll.
You ready, guys? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.